Hello, hello, how's everyone doing tonight? Feeling more excited for last Epoch tonight. We will go do some more Trails to Daybreak probably tomorrow. Although it depends on how I'm feeling with wanting to catch up with Zelda Zone Zero story, but I really should get going with Trails, but yeah. More last Epoch tonight. So I decided to where is it? Where is my thing real quick? So I decided to mess around with the skill planner and everything, and I'm kind of leaning towards something along the lines of a Pyre Golem build. And what I'm thinking is that we're gonna have Infernal Shade, so we could just have like big fire golem with another giant fire AoE around it, and then we have volatile zombies, and every time they die, it summons a skeleton warrior. Although this is the thing that I'm kind of caught on, but I'll get more into that in a second. So the idea: zombies blow up, generate skeletons. Skeletons get fed into the golem because this thing here increases the damage of the infernal aura per skeleton that gets sacrificed. So then we just have like this continual engine of me summoning zombies into skeletons and then having big fire AoE golem. So that's kind of the thing I was thinking about. And as for sustain options, I was kind of thinking about speccing into marrow shards, so that every time a zombie dies, there's a 30% chance that a zombie will cast marrow shards. And I believe it takes whatever you allocate on your end, I think? It doesn't say that they're separate. Because it says it uses the cost of the skill from... It doesn't cost any health when used this way. So I assume it's based on your skill, if that's how it works. Hopefully. I don't know. I was trying to like homebrew some shit. Obviously I didn't finish allocating everything because I'm still trying to figure stuff out. But that's kind of where my mind is right now. So, golem and zombies. That's the plan right now. But hopefully it actually interacts like I think it does. Otherwise I would have just wasted my time and I'm gonna feel really bad about it. Hey Mel, how you doing? Hope everyone else is doing well right now, especially with the Oblivion Remaster Shadow Drop that basically just came out today. Like, one thing that's really neat— oh, hello. One thing that's really neat about the Oblivion Remaster from the streams I saw, they actually added the quality of life, where you can allocate your attributes and not have to arbitrarily raise up skill levels that are related to certain attributes. Like, no needing to allocate or to level up like heavy armor 5 times or 10 times so that you can hit like the 5 times endurance bonus when you're trying to increase a attribute, which is really nice because that's like one of my big bugbears with Morrowind and Oblivion level up systems. In Morrowind, there's a mod that came out 2 years ago that actually lets you allocate as needed. So I'm like, oh, thank God. But, yeah. It's really nice to see that for Oblivion. It really takes a lot of the hassle out of the leveling, so you don't have to, like, go with some really awkward, min-max, so to say. But, yeah. We're just gonna keep doing this tonight. Oh nice, all my shields leveled up. Okay, there's one big problem right now. I need mana regen badly. Okay. So now we'll see how this interacts. So, do I have to resummon the... Oh, does it not actually eat the... Hold on. Does it not actually eat the vanguards? Like, are they actually separate? Wait. Oh, no, no, they do, they do. Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually really, really good. Okay. Now we have the skeleton warrior thing here. And now... Let's see... Okay, we can... Actually, I should spec into this later. Yeah, let's do the marrow shard thing first. I shouldn't have spec'd into here yet. And then, with Inferno Shade, the main thing is that unlimited duration on minions. So we have a permanent, like, fire aura thing. Doesn't feel super duper great, but... I'm not sure how I feel about this interaction. But it's probably one of those, like, growing pain kind of things. Hey Liz, you hear those necromancy happening around these parts? Oh yeah. Okay, but my main issue is trying to get mana regen at this point. Because I believe, like, I kind of changed my key bindings around this point. Oh, where is it? My mana regen rate. Oh, it's out of fortune potential. Shit. Aww. Oh, it's not for that. Well, there's like... Oh, no, no. Well, okay, I just got to make do. Stop picking up like random rares on the ground that I don't really need for my build. I know there's a loot filter that you can make in game. Like, it's actually right here. You can actually make your own loot filter and then just create it like that. But right now, I'm a little bit too lazy. Mostly because I just don't know what I'm looking for when it comes to making what was it? When it comes to making a loot filter. Like, probably once it gets a little overbearing, like by the time we get to maybe mid-game-ish or whatever, maybe I'll probably set up a loot filter to only show me exactly what I need for my build. Otherwise, I'm just like hovering over every item, only to find out that it's not really doing me anything. Okay, so now that I know that skeleton vanguards basically count for... what was it? Like, basically count for the Pyro Golem's Inferno Aura. Yeah, I need to see whether or not I can increase the summon limit on them. Because I don't know if the... what was it? I don't know if the Skeleton Vanguards, like, count for the summon limit or not. They probably do. And I should probably spec into that, honestly. And I would also need to grab... what was it? I would also need to grab the... master... or, not mastery, the passive over here. For increased skeleton. So... there's one over here, but it requires, like, an investment of 3 points in this node to get an increase of 1. So I'm not sure how worth it that is. And then there's this one that needs 5 points of extra minion health to get 1 extra skeleton. But I think that might be worth it because it gives extra health regen and minion health in general. And if I'm kind of centralizing a lot of the damage onto my Pyro Golem, would probably do well if I'm expecting it to tank. That and as well, from how the volatile zombies work, once I spec to the bottom right here, I get healed by a portion of the zombies' maximum health when they blow up. So that means the tankier my volatile zombies, the more health I'll get. And then if I take this, I'll actually get ward, which is basically like energy shield, over shield, however you wanna, you know, make parallels to it. Like, I get extra ward for more protection than I would just capping out my health at 100%. You could basically just go over 100% health in a way. And yeah, it seems like I don't really need to summon as many exploding zombies. Because it seems like I think one does a fair amount of damage already. So I don't need to destroy my mana pool by summoning way too many. Unless I'm trying to burst down like a big boss or whatever. Because yeah, I'm still suffering through mana issues right now, but we just had to find the right gear that actually has mana regen. Regrowth, nope. No. Defile bones. I keep forgetting that I changed my key bindings. Minion health, but extra void resistance. Oh yeah, what did this level up? Oh, I think the Weavers will leveled up the... I think the armor and the vitality again. War during Profane Veil. Conflagration. Wait, what? Oh, these things give increased minion damage innately? Nice. Easy fight. Melee hit? No. No. But yeah, definitely need more. Okay. Yeah, definitely need more levels to really get this going. I think with how this goes, I think my golem, I'm kind of unsure where to spec afterwards. Like, I was thinking about having it deal Bone Shatter, so then we can just spec into the, like, Bone Shatter, and as it takes hits, it'll, like, spread a Nova, or, like, a little circular spread of, like, Bone Shards to hit enemies as it tanks everything. And then we can increase its aggro rate with the threat generated from this node here. But also, we can make the golem tankier with this. Getting extra armor for 8 seconds whenever a skeleton minion dies. And they die every time it consumes one. So I'm like, oh, that looks like it works out pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. Like, going down here just goes into the death chill golem, so we're not really bothering with the bottom left side here. The bottom right side is the blood golem, but since we're kind of spec'd into fire right now, yeah, we kind of ignore this little part here. We're not really doing poison, so we can kind of ignore that. The movement speed, it's kind of like a quality of life thing from what it looks like, but I don't want to put points into that. And yeah, this is just flat health and armor. Well, actually it has scaling armor, actually. More melee damage. Yeah, so I think once we... spec into... Yeah, I think we just basically dump everything into the damage of the Infernal Aura, because that's kind of the core damage that it's going to provide. And then we'll probably spec into health regen to sustain the golem, because Infernal Shade basically eats away at the Pyre Golem, because it's not completely resistant to fire damage. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And then with the... Infernal Shade, we have the unlimited duration. We could invest into Manic Pyre, which basically increases the move and attack speed of whoever we apply it to, and it ramps. Up to a certain limit, But basically, I think I would just put 2 points into this, since that looks like the kind of sweet spot for the damage ramp up time. Or if I want to save an extra point, we could just put 1, because we're only going to put it on the golem. And ideally, it would last long enough where we don't really have to, you know, resummon it to sustain it. And then we can kind of further spec into... Okay, this is where I'm kind of stuck. I don't know where else to really spec with the Infernal Shade. Like, we could spec into extra ignites per second with fire penetration to make the Infernal Shade do more damage. Like, that's always an option. We could spec for Blaze Shade, which makes the Infernal Shade do more damage. But it's kind of like a random chance more than anything, so I'm not sure. So, yeah, I'm kind of unsure where to go from here. Because we don't really need mana efficiency, because we're only casting this one time on our Pyre Golem. Alternatively, for Volatile Zombie, there is a thing where whenever a zombie dies, you cast Infernal Shade on an enemy near the zombie that explodes, and it costs 50% less mana doing so. So there is reason to spec into this if you're just gonna have your zombies like self or auto cast Infernal Shade, but you need to have the mana to do so. So that's what I'm kind of wondering. Like we have like, we're kind of centering a lot of things around interactions with Infernal Shade, and kind of having the other skills bounce between each other here. Like, that's kind of my thought process so far. But for now, yeah, this build needs...
This place once held so many secrets, so much power. It could have been used for greatness. Now look at what it has been reduced to.
But yeah, this build really needs more skill points to kind of get it to ramp up. I mean, like, it's still clearing pretty decently right now, but the worry is always about when to hit, like, the midway mark of, like, I don't even know what's considered the midway mark, like, let's say level 50 or something. Late Bloomer build? Yeah. Because, like, there's some, like, what we were doing earlier last night, it was pretty, oh shit. It was pretty, like, easy with the large swarm of minions that I had at my disposal. Ooh, health regen and reduce health cost of spells? Oh. But yeah, now that I'm kind of specializing my minions more and having less of them than before, yeah, like, things are feeling a little more awkward clearing out. I mean, we're still clearing, but before I would just have, like, a massive, like, tsunami of, like, minions just washing or barreling down hallways. But now it's only just the Pyre Golem here. That, like, yeah, it's like a big reduction to, like, the army size. But yeah, just need to give this more time for the build to cook. And man, this one just keeps giving me all the vitality rolls here. I kind of wish it hits move speed. I mean, vitality not only gives you health, but I believe necrotic and poison resistance. Yeah. There's our level up. Beautiful. let's increase your Infernal Aura size. Also, it's very subtle, but you can notice a little gray circle that's around the Pyre Golem. That basically shows its Infernal Aura radius. Very subtle, but yeah, it's there. And... okay. I think... what? Oh. I was also thinking about sacrifice to go along with the zombie spam, but then I realized when I was planning this out, I was like, wait, there's a chance that the zombies would sacrifice my Pyre Golem, which would completely go against, like, the skeleton warriors funneling their energy into the Infernal Aura if the golem just dies. So, yeah, okay. I think we'll start speccing into Marrow Shards here. And I think for my 4th specialization, it'll have to be Marrow Shards so that, like, because what was it? Once we dig deeper into Marrow Shards, so I kind of want to go down the sustain path first before we go into the right side. So, okay, like here's like a chance for a bleed, but we needed to get to this point to generate an orb. So every orb that's generated has a chance of giving me, or grants me health every time I consume an orb. And then we can spec into generating the orbs more often. And then the orbs have a chance to give mana back. Which is the thing I was worried about because, yeah, mana issues are a thing. So unless I solve it through gearing, the idea is that every zombie that I call up that dies, eventually some of them will have to give back some mana to me. Although I was kind of thinking maybe we spec into Dreadful Horde here. So we summon up multiple zombies in one cast, but that's gonna put our zombies on such a long cooldown. And also, like, I can only summon so many skeletons at the same time because we generate 1 by default, then 3 with 1 point, and 5 with, you know, 2 points into this, but it'll make it a 10-second cooldown, which will make it take forever to actually come back, and then who knows, you know, how many skeletons the Pyre Golem will end up eating up and chewing through. So, on one hand, you know, I would want more volatile zombies to just spam, but putting myself on a cooldown kind of feels really difficult to work around. Alright, with you, we can either have... this is just movement speed, so then... weights on the ground, Blaze Shade... okay, no, I think we wait for Blaze Shade for a little bit late. Or we hold off on Blaze Shade, I mean. Wait, Inferno Dread Shade? Which Dread Shade? Oh no, Dread Shade is... oh, right, there's Inferno Shade and Dread Shade here. Yeah, so this one drains your minion's HP per second for each second. So then, I believe... oh wait, health per second for each second. I think, I don't remember, does this mean that it ramps up? No, I don't think it ramps up. Oh no, I think it does ramp up from how it's described. Okay, I think we're gonna go ramp it up here. Alright, what do we got? We got... gain haste on hit, that's not for me. Minion damage, but all the affixes or whatever. We're gonna banish again. We're gonna keep banishing the... What was it?
Death will not take me.
Wait, what? Ooh. Wait, we're gonna keep banishing the nemesis until we actually find a unique that looks pretty nice. Cryo. Dot's nice and all, but neat. Alright, let's see. Aura of Decay area. Ooh. But I'm not doing poison build anymore. Fire damage. Elemental crit strike chance. Plus 7% chance to cast fire aura on crit. Aw. Yeah, I think like to make do with fewer minions. Yeah, I think I need to eventually spec back into increased explosion size for my zombies. I think we gotta do more with less here. Make us whole again, Isaac. Extra minion damage? You know what? I'll just equip this for the extra minion damage. Like, it gives me so much benefit just for having it on, and the affixes I have in my wand are so bad. I just blocked that? Wait. Oh, it's a two-handed axe. I just realized. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, I'll wait. Shattering hammer. So wait, what else does increase? More necrotic resistance. Oh my god. I have 97% now. Dude, these boots are crazy. Sorry if you hear clinking sounds. I'm drinking ramen right now. I actually got like a whole pack on sale. I haven't had ramen in a long time. Mostly because I've been on my like whole coffee rabbit hole for quite a while. I actually haven't drinking. Well, actually no, I'm lying a bit there. I did drink soda like relatively recently, but not as often as I would in the past like half year or so. Caspi? Is this a staff? No. Man. I keep mixing my brain up right now. Like, I changed the keybind so it'd be more familiar with what I'm used to in like Grim Dawn. So I'm trying to press C to open up my inventory, but because I'm also like subconsciously remembering like the default binds for last Epoch or Epic, I mean, like I keep pressing I, but then I changed I to bring up the character screen, or the character sheet, I mean. Okay, so also with the acolyte thing here, I was kind of trying to figure out how to spec into this to get my value out of it. But looking at this more, because the base acolyte one doesn't seem to have too much in the way of like, you know, really building solid foundations for your build, it's kind of just there to activate your mastery or grant access to your mastery. So like the increased damage, this is a additive this is an additive modifier. It's only when parts of your it's only when the description says multiplicative that it actually multiplies. So then we should probably ignore increases in damage and just go for more multipliers. So looking at all the other options here, like I really don't want to drain my health per second, and the health regen here is nice and all, but it's like kind of have to invest a bit just for a little regen. When you go into this part of the Necromancer Mastery, you get a lot of self-regen. And because we're centering things around the Pyre Golem, we could spec down the line into Bone Growth here, which would funnel part of our health regen into the Golem to give it some form of self-sustain. So then, yeah, the only things that I saw that had like some merit to invest into would just be Forbidden Knowledge just for the intelligence stat and the necrotic resistance. Stolen Vitality for the vitality stat because it grants poison and necrotic resistance, although nowhere near as much as like the node over here, Unnatural Preservation, which gives 4% of those resistances per point. But Vitality just gives us extra health, and every point gives increased minion health too, so we kind of take what we can get because we don't want our minions to die. And we're also incentivized down the line to make the volatile zombies more tanky, because once I spec into Necromantic Fervor, we get healing and then eventually ward from how tanky zombies can get. So that's basically extra defensive scaling for me. So that's pretty much all you would need. Like, the ward on nearby deaths seem pretty cool, but then you realize it only gives 10% no matter how many points you allocate. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a bajillion enemies dying, like, around you at all times, but you would need to invest an ungodly amount of points to even get any, like, tangible benefit at only a 10% rate per monster. So I'm just like, eh. And I don't know how good Bone Aura is, but it's only a flat amount, and you kind of have to invest quite a bit, so not really worth it here. So eventually, you spec into all this, and you get minion armor for minion armor per level here. So at the very least, it's scaling armor, and it's a 1-point wonder. And as for the other ones here, it's like there's chance to poison on kill, but that's only when you kill it. I imagine that doesn't apply for when the minions kill something. And you get poison resistance, but you can just get vitality, which gives you poison resistance. So it's better to just spec into a stat that gives you health and 2 resistances instead of just 1 set of resistances. And then this one's just further increasing poison chance for minions and poison damage for yourself, which isn't... We're not really going poison anymore, kind of pivoted away from that. Oh yeah, also another thing, I was looking at Summon Skeleton, and from what I can see, I'm not sure if it's like... What was it? I don't know if Skeleton Rogues have any scaling or not, because it says there's scaling here on the skill itself, but it seems like Skeleton Rogues separately do not have any stat modifiers, but apparently they scale off of your dexterity for some specific attacks they have. And I'm like, wait, because I was looking at the last Epoch Tools website for skill planning, and then I dug deeper into how they scale. Yeah, it seems like Skeleton Rogues do not scale in terms of like health and increased damage, so they actually don't do much of anything. Like yeah, like the Skeleton Rogues using Vial Flask, if you want these to do extra damage, they only increase damage from dexterity, but we're a Necromancer, we don't want to invest into dexterity. So it seems kind of counterintuitive, and I didn't realize it until I was like really fiddling around with things earlier today with my supposed poison build, because like, you know, I was like, oh cool, poison build, let's go. And I'm like, dexterity scaling? On a int scaling mastery. And I'm just like, I don't know about that. So that kind of threw my whole fun idea out the window there. Like, that's really confusing to me. Like, thematically, I get it, because it's a skeleton rogue. So rogue associated with dexterity, but this is a summon. This is not the player as a rogue. This is a summon. But, so, yeah, that kind of soured my whole outlook on the whole poison build aspect, because, you know, I was like, oh, like I remove warriors, I remove archers, and we just have rogues, and then spec into individual operator, and then we can scale this up because the benefit is divided by how many rogues you have. So then we have the amount of skeletons we can summon in general, so that there's more. We have more juiced up skeleton rogues doing their thing, more damage, more recovery speed for them to use their vial flasks, and also separately, their shurikens and dash abilities have individual cooldowns too, so then you lessen the amount of rogues you have to really soup up the only ones you do have summoned. But then again, I looked it up, they don't scale off intelligence. Like, why? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at the skill planner and digging into like the skill details. They just don't. Dex builds. This isn't Dark Souls. Dex builds. Doesn't matter what game it is. Dirty Dex users. Where am I going? Oh, I need to go all the way. Oh, I need to go back. But yeah, it's been kind of fun, like in my free time earlier today, just kind of looking around with the skill planner and everything. And yeah, eventually, when I was looking at what archetype to focus in on, because at least from what I can imagine, I think you only want to scale up maybe 1 or 2 damage types in last epic. So it seems like trying to scale any more beyond that seems like it wouldn't really benefit you in the long run. Because like skeleton warrior or summon skeletons, they have like physical, you can spec into fire arrows or convert fire arrows into ice arrows. With bone golem, you can make them blood golems to be purely physical. Fire golems for fire, no duh. Death chill golems for cold damage. And then you have volatile zombies, which are physical with their explosions. Let me see. Yeah. Physical explosion. Or you convert their explosion and vomit damage into fire damage. And wait. Oh. Okay, actually, I might need to okay, I might need to take a look at where to spec later. Because if I'm gonna have my pyre golem and everything, we're gonna be focusing on fire minion damage. Right. That does defeat a point of wizardry though. You build int so you can summon orcs and goblins and skeletons to do your strength and dex for you, pretty much. Gathering Storm Primalist. Oh yeah, also there's gonna be another thing to help with my Pyre Golem's survivability down the road. It's way further in the Necromancer line, but there's gonna be a thing where we can increase elemental resistances all around. So that would really help with survivability there. And it's right over here. Elemental resistances. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Ah, here it is. Grants your minions all resistances per point. So, considering how many resistances there are, yeah. That's kind of a lot for every resistance type. And more importantly, that's resistance type for fire. Now I'm just kind of thinking about righteous fire builds in Path of Exile. You set yourself on fire and you do increase damage based on your max HP and your max energy shield. So you juice up your max fire resist to the point where you don't take damage from your self burn with enough health regen to not burn alive. And then eventually, like, you could just have the 0 button build or just walk around and things die. Yeah, man, wait, Gilgamesh the Corrupt. Huh. Gilgamesh looking different. Okay, wait, we leveled up our thing here. Yeah, we're just gonna increase the Infernal Aura. Ah, god damn it. And here... Man, we're gonna need 4 points to go into that. Still want the marrow shards though, but let me see. So we only have 7 points at the moment with 1 to spend. So that's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 11. 12. So that ends up being... Wait. 1, 5, 7, 8, 12 with 1 extra point. So that means we won't have anything for marrow shards if I convert to... Because yeah, I do need to convert this into fire if I want to make it consistent. Find an enemy near the zombie. Or I just don't focus on this and just self-cast Inferno Shade. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I have a freebie point, which will probably go into explosion area. Yeah. Okay. How about we just full commit for marrow shards and then convert to fire and then do all that. Alright, as for here... We don't need duration, we don't need the slow chance, health fought. We ignore this branch here. Hey Bobtron, how you doing? Chance to ignite per second. Okay, like we should probably get the ignite per second. Ooh, I'm tempted. Nah, how about we hold off on some of the... Okay, let me see. Increased damage. Wait. Changes the physical damage. More damage but reduced radius. More damage but reduced duration. Although this doesn't matter for us because infinite duration on minions. Yeah, Inferno Shade deals more direct damage for every second it's been alive. Yeah, okay, so we have our scaling here. Yeah, you know what? Okay. How about... How about we go Ignite? And let me take another my drink real quick. Alright. Let's go. Infused. Percent increased mana. Oh yeah, I was also kind of thinking of a... What was it? Like a... decaying minion spam build? Because normally, volatile zombies, you know, they blow up all the time. And some in raids, unless you take twin spirits, they have decaying health over time. So I was thinking that I could just have a build where we just spec into mass summonings. So every summon, or you can basically summon multiple things at once when you spec into these respective nodes. And then for Volatile Zombie, we'd have like the Dreadful Horde node here so that we could summon more zombies with just one click, even though it's at like a much higher mana cost. So I was like, ooh, what if we do that? But then, I wasn't exactly sure how to get it all going. But the idea for the raids seem pretty neat. And I can also, like, conjure up flame raids too. So we could branch off into here and then dip into the flame wraith here. But the odd thing is that it's only a chance for the wraith to be summoned as a flame wraith and not necrotic, which is no, it does fizz damage normally, and then it has a tiny bit of added necrotic damage, and that's about it. So I'm just like, I don't know about that. Because the only fire-related thing is here. There's nothing else that converts its damage into fire. So I would've went raids, but I'm not sure. Also with skeletal mages, yeah, unfortunately, I had to remove my Death Knights because it would get eaten up by the Pyre Golem. Which sucks because the Death Knights seem pretty cool. But if I want to go with this build, they would always get sacrificed, so then my build would just work against itself. Ooh, man, if only I could replace the fizz damage with something else. Man, you know, I should really set up a loot filter. +9 minion health regen? It's only flat regen, so that's pretty useless right now, honestly. Alright, Nemesis. What you got? Two-handed sword. Useless. There's a rare right here that I need to slap. Health regen per second, Acolyte, Outcast, Rags of Deflection. Increase necrotic skills when transformed. What do you mean transformed? Block damage and effectiveness. And haste. Oh no, that's the one we passed on a while ago. Nah. But I guess also part of the reason why I wanna leave off the loot filter for now. I still need to see how the loot drops go. Because is it a thing where there might be some like blue items that you might find on the ground that you want to craft up? Or all items that you want, like, you just want all items you find to be rare to begin with because of forging potential. Because if you have to craft something up from like a base tier, you probably won't have much forging material to actually upgrade any further. Extra fizz damage and... Wait, there's minion damage on this? Wait, do all axes have minion damage? Oh. Wait, where the heck am I going? Oh, I have to go all the way back. Oh my god. I'd rather just portal back. I'd rather run back so far for it. Find one of the missing part. Wait, didn't I? Oh, I went too far ahead without touching the bridge. Oh my god. You know, one thing that also really annoys me about some small things about last Epoch, when you leave an area, you can't go back into an instance that you were just in. It respawns everything, or I think maybe in general just recreates your whole area. So then you can't just portal out, portal back in, and continue. It's like, once you're back, everything respawns, which pisses me off. It's like, it's not like I left the area for a long time or closed my game or whatever. Although I'm mainly just used to how, you know, PoE handled their area instances, which, yeah, after going through some areas like this here and there through portaling, yeah, I kind of prefer the area instances instead of just having the whole area reset because I wanted to double check something. Trade up for having functional boot. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the monkey's paw right there. Ooh, unique. Ward on kill with hungering soul. Mighty boots. Nope. Oh. None of that loot interests me. Wait, where the heck is this thing? Where the heck does it want me to go? Which had a renewal? I really wish it didn't have both stats as the prefixes. Oh, no, wait, now I have to go back? Oh. Oh my god, okay. Oh, wrong button. Now I have to go all the way back. Oh, I have 2 unspent points here, I need to spend it. Let's see. Actually, what did I spec into on my thing here? Ward on mini death, ward retention, health regen. Maybe... No, we don't have that much regen. I think we'll just go spec more into here and then get mark of punishment.
Yes.
Oh, you summon A historic minion from random era. +2 to all minion skills. Elemental resist. Oh, cool. So that means I have 2 extra points to just dump into whatever here. Neat. There's a bot in chat. I need to get rid of that. There we go. I think we'll start speccing down in this path now. So how does it work with forging? Oh wait. Can be upgraded to a legendary item when combining it with an exalted item. Oh, so it's not a forged thing, it's a separate thing. That's confusing.
Follow your feet.
Oh. But yeah, let me be right back for one moment. I know pausing here, or bringing out the menu here, doesn't actually pause the game because it's online. But let me be right back real quick. I need to use the restroom, then we'll be back to doing more, or continuing the main quest. So, one moment everyone. Alright, I'm back. Let me take this off real quick. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, hello. Yeah, let's go back real quick. I forgot, I need to go through the portal to the bridge, not teleport back to that spot. Okay, so back over to the ruined temple. I also realized with the item I just replaced, I don't have any actual ward regen. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so that's the thing that was summoned from my unique item? That's cool. Oh, that looks so cool. I don't know how to scale up, but I mean, for now, it's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Wiz. I need to spec into here for the ward retention. Summon loot lizards? Oh my god. Wait, actually, how do you disable... Wait, what's the button to disable loot visuals for a second? That's tooltips for items. Toggle user interface is delete? No, that only just... Oh, okay, this is where it might be a little bit spoiled with Path of Exile with doing this. Wait, what's the button? There has to be a button for basically reorienting the loot UI. Because this is just loot filter. Loot filter toggle, so that shouldn't factor in. Well, it should, but I don't have a filter. Overlay map, tooltips for items on ground. No? Oh, no. Oh, no, it does. Oh. I thought tooltips was just the actual hover over description. Mana regen. Conflagration, damage over time, mana robe. Nah, nothing here. Okay, what about the idols? Increase health and health regen. Ghost Flame. Crit Strike, but I don't have room for that. Health to ward, chance to ignite. Minion poison damage. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh! Oh, so here's my thing for the Summon Flame Wraith. Oh, you would have to get the idols with a prefix that increases your chance for said wraith type. Oh, okay. And it has increased crit too. Because raids have a thing where they get extra crit chance and they get increased crit chance based on the mana cost for them. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're keeping that one. What is this? Oh wait, oh no, this is the same... These are the same boots that I have. It's just... different numbers for the affixes and everything. Yeah, Weaver's 1, everything. I just kind of keep it on the side then. Elemental resist. No, 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 no. Okay. Mana infused bracers. No. Which had a deflection? I mean, I might be tempted to craft that. Cage Soul Purity. That's bonus to Bone Curse. But I don't have Bone Curse. Heal effectiveness, maintaining health. Let's see. I think we still go for damage over time here. The ward into Marrow Shard. And then here, ignite. Ooh. Maybe I should craft that one? Yeah, the mana regen. So it's all resistances here. So what's my lowest resistance right now? That would be physical. Yeah, lightning, I have a decent amount. So, Fizz Res. Damn it. Okay, let's increase the mana regen. Pretty good. Okay, that feels a little bit better with my mana. Still draining a whole lot, but I can at least like regularly summon quite often. Oh man, look at all the extra ward I'm getting from all the zombies that are dying. Neat. Wandering spirits. Okay, that was pretty decent. Of remedy. Increase minion health, poison resist cast, no. And else here probably.
After eons alone, three again become one. On the precipice of a broken world, there is hope.
God, I didn't mean to have blink around. Sorry.
The Epoch is reforged. As the traveler left, their real journey began.
Hooray, we did a thing. Alright. So, probably go sell a bunch of these relics right now. Yeah, I can see whether or not I can craft that up. Mana efficiency. Eh. Let's see, Fizzres, regen. Max mana, minion health regen. Wait. Is there no mana regen for helmets? Or like no affix for it? Oh, probably. Oh, okay. So I guess we could just do like minion health and yeah, we could do like minion health and intelligence. So probably intelligence first, or yeah. And then we can apply intelligence here. Oh yeah, that only grants like 1. As for here, so this gives us Fizzres, and we're missing, at this point we're missing poison and void. How about poison? Oh dear God. Hey, the glyph actually preserves something, nice. So 14. So increasing intelligence gives us ward retention and skills that scale off of intelligence. Yeah, that's just increased health, damage, health and damage. Yeah, so I think we're better off increasing intelligence. There we go. No, I should probably vendor that. That's looking a lot better. I love being able to incrementally upgrade and craft my gear.
I believe we have identified when the void began to sweep over the world and who is likely responsible. The year 1005 in the Imperial era. Centuries before the world was ruined, it faced a different threat. The Immortal Empire. They were once human, but their dark magic twisted them into a vile mockery of life. These undead fiends hunted the living at the whim of the Immortal Emperor. We believe that it was his greed for power that unleashed the void upon the world. Stopping him is our best chance at changing fate. The Epoch will guide your way. It knows the weavings of fate far better than any of us. Seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living rebels, and show her the Epoch. The rest will be up to you.
It eludes me. Impossible.
Yes. Stay safe. I see.
See, visit the forge. And you had to run all the way here for the forge? Wait, is giving me a forge tutorial now and I already... Okay.
What do you want?
Impossible.
Yes?
It eludes me.
Teleporting bears. Wait, does double damage to living humans? What the heck?
It eludes me.
Damage over time. Ward when hit. Stun resist, regen and fizz damage. Ooh, Shrine of Wealth. Noble Sash. Ooh. Actually, let me see. Is it... Can I craft that up? So... I'm missing, like, minion damage. Yes, we can apply minion damage. So, comparing these two, Poison Necrotic, but we lose a crap ton of fire resist. And it's not like we're really making much use out of a set bonus. Yeah, Poison Necrotic, but Necrotic's already like maxed like hell. Nah, I'll hold off on it. I'll have to look for something else that better suits my resistance needs. Alright, what's my level up thing? Let's go get the armor shred chance. I really want to get the ward gain chance, but it's also marked for death. I don't know. I want all 3 of those nodes.
It eludes me.
What? Yo, we just walked through the door? Alright. God. Okay, hold on real quick. Yeah, I don't know why I'm... Oh, I was tired. Oh. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm feeling like a big hit of drowsiness all of a sudden. Branded skull.
It eludes me.
What do you want?
Alright, got a free passive point. Now I just gotta look for Walren.
It eludes me.
chalice and let's see, we increased all that. I think at this point we do start speccing into I mean, part of me just wants the fire resistance, to be honest. But the armor... Oh yeah, armor reduces damage from all sources, right. Actually, yeah. And then max marrow shards. And then fire penetration with ignite on infernal. On wait. On infernal shade. Summons an ally ice beetle.
Yes? Gods be with you.
It eludes me.
Alright, Nemesis, what you got? Wait, hold on. Oh. Reduce health regen? 5% of current health drain per second when you use a potion. Take less void necrotic poison damage when you... it's a potion build? Minion health. Elemental resist. Or transformed. Not really finding anything from these nemesis.
It eludes me. Eludes me.
quite a bit. Oh yeah, the rotating beam. This looks so silly. That's the defense segment. Drops. Wait, where all these like all come from? Oh, more XP for me. Ooh.
It eludes me.
Phoenix Shrine go brrr.
Impossible. Eludes me.
Oh, this is not the way to go.
Impossible.
Okay, random exploration time.
It eludes me.
Heretic garb. Nah. Which had a regrowth? Nah.
It's elude.
Fire, necrotic, cold resist. I mean, that's the Vi right there with triple resist.
Impossible.
Minion health, spell damage, void. Nah, we already have max necrotic and we still need void resistance. Ah well. Bone dagger, no. Nope. Definitely for sure. I need to find more base types to actually give me mana regen and cast speed. Mainly mana regen, honestly. Like, I think the most trouble I'm having right now is just keeping things going. Right now it feels a little... Well, it's not really rough, but mainly irritating. I don't... Oh! The boss is here. There we go. Item slots and everything. Which head of evasion? Increased spell damage per skeletal mage. Shot. Is there a way back out? Oh, there is a portal there.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
Show the ring to Outcast Seer and Risen Light. Oh yeah, wait, I think I kind of remember the side quest when I did this, or main quest when I did this way back.
Yes. Good luck.
Welcome, traveler.
Your people waited that long. People are once the keepers.
May Eterra smile upon you.
Oh. Okay, just like hold the line.
Welcome, traveler. May Eterra smile upon you.
Mighty Greaves? Nah. Oh yeah, we just do that whole thing for defending the seer and then just the whole time just bites it. Alright, we need to go north now. Oh! Come on! Blue lizard! Blue lizard! Branded skull. Staff. That's a two-hander. Necrotic we have too much of. Nope. Let's go for Mark for Death. For our skills here. Oh, right, we need to allocate 3 if we want to branch up here. Ah, heck. Ugh. As for down here, we increase the bone or the marrow shards. Now, do we dip into fire ignite now? I think we do. Yeah. And shade. How about fire penetration again? Poison on hit, biz damage, no. Wand of Static. Cast speed. Nah. Movement, no. Fire resistance.
Your death has come.
Harbinger nearby. Golem's dead.
Death will not take me.
Ooh, set piece. No, no, no. Throwing, no.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
It eludes me. Alchemist. Nope. Unique belt? Chance to find. No, that's just the potion belt thing with legendary potential.
Impossible. It eludes me. Impossible. Your death has come.
Copper chalice, strength, no. Yeah. Pika suppression, hungry souls. Nothing that really applies to me. Quarterstaff. Let's see, Scepter, no. Damage over time spells, leached his health. Oh, that's interesting. Minion damage, fizz res, but modifiers are a bit low. Nah, I'll banish it.
It eludes me.
Sash of the Ox. Scholars. Meteor Champion. Ritual stake? Huh. Crit strike. Increased fire damage over time. 100% chance of 100% of bleed chance converted to ignite. Aw. Oh. Oh, that's what it meant. I only just noticed the little dots on the side of the item indicate how many affixes are on each side. 2 dots on left or on the left means 2 prefixes. On the right means suffixes. And if it's missing some, that means those are open spaces. Oh, I didn't actually pay attention to that. Oh, I see. I need to go back to the outpost real quick.
Impossible.
Yes.
Let's see, sell you. Reluctantly, I'm gonna sell you. There'll always be better stuff. What's this one? Necrotic. Oh, so if I was self-casting necrotic-based damage, oh yeah, this would be really nice. So I'll go keep that in the stash then. Legendary potential. This one has resistances, but I'm super capped on necrotic, so I doubt anything in the store actually has something worth using. Oh. Man, I have no idea why I've been so drowsy right now. Like, compared to previous nights, like, I've had my usual yawns here and there, but oh my god, like, not joking, like, I was like, but my head was like drooping over from like just about to fall asleep like midstream. I'm like, wait, no, something ain't right here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll call it early for tonight. Like, I probably might end up playing some more Last Epoch off stream on my own time and everything. Because yeah, I mean, I'm not too, what was it? I'm not too focused on the story, so we're just here for, you know, just the mindless action and everything. So don't really have any qualms about just kind of progressing through just on my own time or whatever. But I think I'll just call it early here. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. I just, oh, where is this like fatigue coming from? Not really like stream fatigue or anything, just like sleepier than usual. Weird. But alright. I'll just go stop it here early. Probably take it easy with how I'm feeling. And next time we will probably go back to Trails to Daybreak 2. And as we switch things around back and forth and everything, I think I'll probably go catch up on Zenless Zone Zero story, because I believe the Vivian banner should be out already, if I remember correctly, but I haven't caught up with the season 1 epilogue chapter. So, gotta get around to catching up with it, and oh yeah, God, I guess streamer just really needs to get some sleep, because oh my God, why am I like, this is like abnormally sleepy for me. This is weird, but okay. But yeah, I think I should just listen to my body telling me to take a rest. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Sorry that stream's a little bit shorter than usual, but I've been streaming lots the past few days. Yeah, that is true. So, not sure. But, alright. Take care, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.